and double check that the internet is on. It's got a funny symbol. Connection is unstable, it says. Interesting. Always recommends the plug it in with the wire thing. I mean, I haven't seen one of those wires since about 2002 or something. I mean, yeah, it's just perfect. Right. Can you see me, people? Hi, Judith. How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. It's just me and you, Judith. Oh, no, Tony's in. Oh, Tony, we've got the cutest little hedgehog for you. I nearly messaged you and I just run out of time. Isn't it cute? He's coming up. He's coming up later. Hi, Jackie. How are you doing? Right. We're all right. Hi, Beverly. Everybody's in. We've got everyone. No, we haven't got everything plugged in. Oh, Emily. You lost me for a minute there. You lost me, but I'm back now because the internet just dropped out. But we're back now. Right. I froze. I did. Hi, Annie. How are you doing? Hi, Claire. The hedgehogs are cute. They are. Hi, Christine. Hi, Helen. I did freeze because it just kicked me off the internet, but it has put me back. Sorry. I'm hoping the cough is just going to go away early on and we'll be fine. That's the plan anyway. So is everybody all right? Have you had a nice day? We, of course, have had a nice day because we've been up to good things. We got up and we had to go out for lunch, which was breakfast because we didn't get up till 11:30. Well, that's what time I got up. What time did you get up, Emily?
Up at 11:45.
11:45. Oh, takes Emily an extra 15. She's 15 minutes quicker than me. Hi, Leah. And we were invited to a restaurant, which is a very special restaurant in Guangzhou, which had been there for, was it 280 years? 180 years. This restaurant's been going. That's quite incredible, isn't it? And it was on a lake. Really, really interesting. Hi, Sheena. How are you doing? But you had to wait for a table because we wanted to sit on the lakeside. So we had to sit, and there were, I don't know, maybe 30 chairs just outside this restaurant. And you took a ticket like you're in the deli in this fancy pants restaurant, and you sat outside. And there were huge air conditioning units. It wasn't hot. We didn't need them on. But yeah, and you just sit and wait. So we sat, and we did sit quietly for about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I was thinking of the Gemstones, and we weren't with the Gemstones, but we did natter onto one another, and we saw some cats, so that was nice. And then we were taken out to this beautiful restaurant, sat right on the edge of the lake, and it was lovely. And they even have little boats in the lake where you can have your dinner. How cool is that? Delicious food, as always. All Chinese food is delicious. Everything I've ever eaten has been extremely, extremely tasty. On our table was a little point of sale card, and it had this little rabbit on it. And I don't know if you've been watching our stories, but you'll see that yesterday we made Emily drink a bear because I wasn't going to drink that. That was all the drinks had bears in them. So we ordered one to see what came, and a little bear came. So we thought, well, we asked what the rabbit was. And before we knew it, 4 little rabbits appeared, and they were made from, he said they were milk. Yeah, a milk-based dessert. Milk and rice, he said. Yeah. It was a bit like blancmange, I think. Yeah, it was wibbly wobbly. Tofu here is really wibbly wobbly. Yeah, so anyway, it's a bit peculiar, but it tasted nice. So that was good. And we've also eaten twice now what looks like kidney beans in milk. Haven't we? Yeah. They taste really nice. When I get home, I'm going to put some kidney beans in milk and see if it is the same thing. It tastes really nice. Anyway, so it wasn't all about the food, honestly. We eventually got to the Gemstones. So we got to the Gemstone market, and We went live from the Gemstone market. So thank you if you joined us earlier. Like a panna cotta, similar to a panna cotta, Beverly. Yes, definitely. But we should have more rabbit and teddy bear shaped food in England. I tell you, it makes you buy it. We went live from the Gemstone market. First of all, we did some obsidian carvings, and then we moved right inside the market to the aquamarine lady, who's really, really lovely. But I had a bit of a freak out because it was very loud. And you become, I think in this job, I've become very aware of noise around us, particularly when we're live. And I don't like any noise, and I like it to be very professional. And I have particular standards that I adhere to, and noise is a real thing. So you would have heard me in the past telling people off for making noise during the live, but this was really loud, and I don't think it can be very nice to listen to. And then there was a screaming child, and then that was it. I was like, okay, no more. I can't take any more. The school had finished, and there was loads of kids running around, and I love kids, and the little kids earlier were really funny, but yeah, I was over that, so we ended. So sorry, it was a bit abrupt, the ending there, but we also had loads of work to do. We went to the sterling silver findings, guys, and we had found someone who was going to let us in to test the metal, but they changed their mind, and they said they wouldn't do what I wanted them to do. They wouldn't even video it for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy some sterling silver from various places, and we're going to take it back, and we're going to go test it ourselves. I'm just interested out of interest, that's all. I don't believe that we're selling sterling silver that doesn't meet the fineness, because we're very careful who we purchase from. But it'd just be interesting to see what you get if you purchased random things within the market. So we've got that to fit in tomorrow as well. Right, I've got loads of messages. Sorry, I have been rattling. So hi to Elysian, to Karen, to Mr. Magadag, which is Karen Garner, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Trying to remember. Hi to Tinkerbird. Let's see. Hi, Ken. How are you doing? Any chance you can get hold of more leopard carvings? Missed last night. They don't have any more leopard carvings. No, sorry. Let's keep going. Never eaten tofu, does not look appealing. There's better things to eat, Judith. I mean, it tastes nice here, and because Emily's vegetarian, we eat it a lot. Until Emily appeared, I've never had it. So, but in England, it's kind of it's firmer. Yeah, it's firmer. Here it is really wibbly wobbly, but it doesn't taste bad. And they put nice sauce with it here, whereas whenever I've had it at home, it just tastes of nothing. Hi, Carol. Hi, Jane. Sheena says, to be fair, you will eat pretty much anything. This is true. Too true, really. I probably shouldn't. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Nigel and Coral. Again, Nigel and Coral. We're very privileged. It was very loud, Jane says. It was very loud. So noise puts you off. It does. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Justina. Good silver market research for the future trips. I think so, and for everybody else as well. I think we'd all like to know what the finest levels of metal are. I don't know. I might buy some base metal findings. There are so many base metal findings and pieces of jewelry. There's more of that than anything else, isn't there? So it would just be interesting. What I might do is just send Emily out and say, here's 10 quid. Go, well, you're going to buy a lot of base metal with that. Go and buy what you think's cute that you might buy if you saw it on the internet, and then see if I can persuade the assay office to do it for free, because it's really expensive to test it and it destroys the piece. That's the problem. So you have to use big companies like Cooks and Gold is a really good source for your findings, because I know they due diligence test their metals. So they put it a certain percentage through for testing to make sure it's coming out with the correct regulations. Not a lot of companies do that. So Cooksons is definitely a really trustworthy company for your base metal findings. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Amri. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Helen. Hi, Nisha. Everyone's just slugging tofu off. Hi, Wendy. I think I've opened a can of worms. It is Karen. Thank you. Hi, Candy. Hi, Hannah. You should have been on Leicester Speedway tonight, but you should have been, not me. I was like, I don't mind. I don't know what it is. It sounds fun, but it has been called off, as it is now on tomorrow night. Nigel, are you not coming for the finale? I don't know that I'm going to forgive you. No, I will. So it's all good. Right. Anyway, look, I've talked for long enough. I'm sure you'll agree. We have got majority beads. Okay. So if you're in for other things, then sorry, try tomorrow night. But it's majority beads in there. We do have a couple of animal carvings that I couldn't just resist to pop in because I just picked up one gemstone of each. So if we want other gemstones, we've got the opportunity to pick those up tomorrow. But it is mostly beads. And then we do have a small selection of sterling silver findings at the end. Excuse me. These are findings that we chose with the help of the lovely lady in the finding shop who was showing us how to work some of the things. We have put a call for help out and asked you to please direct message us with pictures of findings you're looking for, particularly pictures, because I have to be able to show to try and find the finding of anything that you're looking for. I find it very overwhelming in a finding shop. Because I don't make jewelry myself. I recognize some of the findings like a toggle clasp and a lobster clasp and all of those things I can do. But I look at the little findings and I think, what's that for? And then because of the language barrier here, it makes it really difficult. So if you've got any inspirational images, please direct message them to us so that we can have a really good idea of what you're looking to purchase. That would be so helpful. Thank you. And that would be great. All right. Hi, Lorraine. Yes, so loads and loads of beads. Right, welcome. If you just joined us, we are live in China. This is actually my hotel room. It is 2:11 in the morning. Hence the fact we are live from a hotel room. We're very kindly, our suppliers let us bring the gemstones here so that we can show you one of each so that we can sell like this. We carry the bag back, one handle each, like school children, because it's really heavy and gemstones are really heavy. And then we have to sit and tag them and line them all up and photograph them. So most stuff is done here within the hotel room all our whole evening. We have a 15-minute break. We've got quite a routine going. So we have to get back for 9 o'clock. We have a 15-minute break until 9:15, and then we get on with our work until we go live at 2 a.m. And that is how long it takes to tag and photograph all the gemstones. So if you wish to make a purchase from us this evening, then all you have to do is type the code into the comments section. We are in China, so there is an estimated 8-week delivery period for anything that you purchase, just because that's the process. So we have to order it from the marketplace. It then gets picked and packed over here. It then gets shipped to the UK, and we check it, quality control check it, and then we ship it out to you. And that whole process takes 6 to 8 weeks, really. We can't guarantee anything for Christmas. We're very sorry, we'd love to, but you're going to hopefully get the items towards the end of December, beginning of January at the very latest, and then you'll have a lovely start to your new year. And it definitely is a great way to get everything, all the trends set up for next year, because there's some new stuff, new gems, new shapes, and you'll find so many different gemstones on our lives because we're here in this marketplace. Post and packaging from the UK is free. You need the code PP China. You'll find that in your email, on our social medias, rolling along the bottom of the screen here. And it's everywhere. You can just message and ask us if you like. So it's totally free. If you're an international shopper, then post and packaging, it's £14.90. And what else to say? I think that's possibly it. Yeah. The pop-up shop. The pop-up shop is live. It's live. We've had all of yesterday's gemstones are in. No, all the day before's gemstones and yesterday's. And yesterday's. 2 days of gemstones are already in. Emily finds it very exciting because as you purchase them, she's watching, going, oh, someone else purchased them. And it's very exciting. So if you're umming and ahhing about the gemstones tonight, would you like to buy them live or would you like to buy them on the pop-up shop? We would like you to buy them live. We just want to put that out there because it's exciting for us. We have targets to hit, and when we finish at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's nice if we've hit them. So if you're going to buy it, please buy it live and add some more from the pop-up shop. That would be great. Thank you very much. Right, okay. There is a pop-up shop, Prudence. Every day it takes about 24 hours for us to populate the gemstones from that day onto the pop-up shop. That will remain open until Monday night. It will then close, the order is placed, and that's it. So you have to pay all your invoices by Monday night and head over to that pop-up shop, especially for the new gemstones, definitely. Right, okay. Let me see. Please have the cough checked. It's just a cough, Jane, don't worry. And Judith, planning Valentine's Day. adverts, and Mother's Day, trying to be on it this year. I love a bit of planning. That's a good idea. We don't have any hearts. And we did once do loads of last time. We did loads of hearts last time. But there's some really cute stuff. You're going to be fine. Mother's Day is sorted, definitely. Tagging is tedious and takes so much longer than you'd imagine it should. No, it's awful. But we chat away and sing away and talk about all sorts of stuff, so it's been fine. I've been shopping on the pop-up shop, as I've missed the other China lives. Well, you're here now, Jane, and thank you for shopping on the pop-up shop, because it is really exciting, actually. It genuinely is, when we sit there and we can see that you're buying from the lives, you're buying from the pop-up shop. You know, it's all going to plan when we come over to the other side of the world. Can I have a 79 EG from the other night? No, Beverly, I don't know what that is. Every day we start all over again. If it's not on the pop-up shop, put that code into the website, and if it's there, it'll come up. If not, direct message Lisa and just see what it is, and then she'll send us a message and say, have you got one of these? So yes, lovely. I can't start with a product that's not in today's live, so I'm really sorry, but thank you for trying to start us off. Thank you. Right, so we've got over 50 products for you this evening. Lots of lovely gemstones to purchase. All you do is type the code that I give you into the comments section. Each gemstone has its very own code. You type it into the comments. If you want more than one, you times by however many you want. So if the code is 1DH, you put 1DH times 2 times 3 times 5. And if I read out your name, the item is yours. If you're a new customer, please feel free to say hello. We're very friendly. And also, don't forget to bid, buy something, see how it works. We need your email address to be able to send you an invoice. So you just direct message us or email us at, and again, the email address is rolling across the bottom there. Email us with your email address to get that invoice to you. If you don't get your invoice within 24 hours of the live, please direct message into Lisa and she will send you the link if it's got lost in your junk. Right, excellent. My husband Dan also makes jewelry. He keeps saying no on the live, but comes around to the pop-up shop. Oh, I like that. It's just subtly, it's a really good way. I find that with my husband. If you want something, you start to just gently mention it, and then before you know it, he's like, should we get one of those? Oh yes, we should. Has to be their idea. That's how it works. Have you seen any lepidolite like the strand that I've had from you before? It's paler than your bracelet, but it's still gorgeous. We have seen paler lepidolite. I'll have a look, Candy. If you could direct message that in, then that would be great. Hi Rani. Hi. Right, let's start. We're going to start with some mother of pearl. We've got a whole mix, quite mostly on the affordable side of gemstones today. So, but we do have a whole mix, and we do have those, sorry about shadow. I can't get rid of the shadow without getting rid of myself. So we do have, I can't remember. No, it's gone. Never mind. There you are. Will the invoicing every day or one on a Monday? No. So every single day you should receive your invoice for that show. For the day before show. So you should get an invoice every day that you purchase. Right, let's have a look. Here we have got the 4-leaf clover shape, which I forget its French name that I can't pronounce. And I've got it for you in 2 colours. Let me just move my lights in, so in the hope that you can actually see everything. 1 second. Tomorrow's night's live is going to be the grand finale, and it's going to have all sorts, including the crystals. Okay, Jane Clack, I haven't had an invoice yet. Could you just direct message Lisa for me, please? And I'm sure she'll locate it for you. Mother of pearl, it's really nice. The same quality of the mother of pearl we did last time we were here in China. It's from the same factory. So beautiful, beautiful mother of pearl. And I've got these for you in the 2 colors. So we've got they're all 38 centimeter strands, in case I tell you otherwise. This is 171HZ, and it is £7.50 a strand. So you get absolutely plenty of beads on here. This is a trending shape. So it's a very, very popular shape. So that's why we're bringing it to you, because it's really, really popular. There will be some pearls in tomorrow. Absolutely, Candy, definitely. Quatrefoil, that's the one. It means 4 something. 4 foils? What is a foil in French? I don't know. Oh, Sandra hasn't had an invoice either. That's strange. So, okay, lovely. 171HZ is your cream color, and it's such nice quality. It's quite hard to get it on the camera, but you can see that it has the lovely, beautiful, sparkly bits within it. And then we also have it in the caramel color. And this is your caramel. It means for legacy. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Thanks, Prudence. 172 Ti in the caramel color. We brought you quite a lot of caramel colored beads last time, and they were very, very, very popular. I've got 171 for Jane Clack. Thank you very much. And this is 172 Ti for £7.50. We also had a beautiful rondelle, and I forgot to put it in. It was the first one, and I've just totally missed it off. So that's going in tomorrow's live now, and that is 172 Ti. I'm going to rush through them as I go. 1 second. I'm just going to, 1 minute, have I put this? Let's just make sure that we don't lose our signal. I have to keep it here. Here we are. Oh, it means leaves. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? 4 leaves. 171s. I've forgotten to read all the names out. Just a minute. I've got 2 for Candice Tripp and 1 for Catherine Woolard. And this, a 172, please, for Jane Clack. And a 171 for Rani Melrose. Right, this is a shell bead in its natural state. And it has some caramel, some white, and some green in there. So it's quite different. I quite like it. And I'm sure you've seen the kind. It looks like a shiver shell, the shiver shell colours, but I googled it. We have put the name of the shell into the actual description of the product, but again I can't pronounce it. So, but it's quite nice, isn't it? A little bit different. I've not seen it before. Only at the moment could I see it in round beads. So they're probably testing it in round beads. I've got 171 for Sharon Kenny, 1 for Nikki Stevenson, and 1 for Beverly Jackson, please. This is your 8mm round shell, and it is 173WQ, and that is £12.50. Again, you're getting a 38cm strand, so plenty of beads on your strand. There we go. Lovely colours. Just a bit more unusual, isn't it? Nice to see something a bit different. And that is 173WQ for your 8mm. And we've got the same for you in a 6mm. Very nice. Very nice and colourful. Very nice. 174RF is the 6mm, and that one is just £7.50 for your smaller size. So if you wanted to just give it a go, see what sort of colourways are coming through, then 174 is the more affordable. 174RF for just £7.50. I think everything is a little bit slow, don't you?
There is a little bit of lag.
I think it's a bit of a lag. Yeah. This shadow is irritating me. Right, 174 for Karen B. That one. 174 for Lottie Q8W. And 1 for Catherine Woolard. I'll just give you those codes again. 8mm is 173WQ. They are beautiful. Thank you, Annie. I agree. And 174 for your 6mm. Sorry, 174, £7.50. Now, this apparently is extremely popular. And this is the dyed shell, but I quite like this. So dyed shells. So the white ones are a natural colour, and then the other ones are dyed colours of mother of pearl. But I do think it's quite pretty. Let's put it on the wrist as well. Look at that. They're nice colours, aren't they? Nice pastel colours. And again, a little bit different. So this one is 175XO. They're 8mm stars, and they are £7.50 a strand. So if you're looking for something a little bit different to add a pop of colour in, maybe good for charms, good for, I think charms and tassels and things like that. 175XO is your code, £7.50 for your 8mm dyed mother of pearl. What are they dyed with? I don't know, actually, Judith. I'll try and find out for you. 175, I've got 1 for Tony Davis, 1 for Tracy Merrick. Sweeties, Wendy says. They are. They do look like sweeties. 1 for Susan Flockhart, 1 for Lottie Q8W. They are very cute. And apparently the dyed mother of pearl is extremely popular. So we thought we'd start you off with some little stars. They are very nice. 175XO. You'll find natural gemstone stars on the website as well, because we've done them in a few different materials, haven't we? We did a leopard skin jasper, we did a goldstone, a blue goldstone, And we've got a request for Amazonite, but we haven't done that yet. And we did one other, but it's fallen from my brain. But these are, yes, the dyes should be a stable color. It's not going to come out on the skin. These are little bone-shaped beads. Can you see that there? And I don't know what you do with them, but I just thought they're really interesting. Kind of makes a rope effect. So on there, you've got tons and tons of beads. There's so many beads on there in the caramel color. And I just thought they were something different. And I've not seen these little bone shapes. Look at that. So, and they kind of stack up.
They stack so well.
Yeah, they do. Really fit really nicely together. I don't know if there's something that you're going to love or not love. We'll find out. They're approximately 6mm by 3mm, and they are £9.50 in the caramel mother of pearl colour. £9.50, 176CL for your mother of pearl caramel coloured little bones. That's the only way I could describe them. So I did look them up on Google, and that was the description. Similar to the sterling silver popcorn chain, those. Oh, right, okay. I didn't know that. 176 for Candy Barnes, thank you. 1 for Tara Porter. 176CL for Lottie. 1 for Wendy Garrett. 176CL. I'll move straight on. 1 for Lynn Blewett. Look at this. Right, we brought you these before. These are the 10mm flower mother of pearl. So the center is dyed, of course, but the flowers are mother of pearl, natural colored mother of pearl. We normally bring them in packs of 2, I think, 2 or 4, something like that. They actually come on a strand and we break them up. So we thought for simplicity, it's far harder to split strands here. 177IB is 15 pieces, sorry, of your 10mm daisies. They've been extremely popular over the years. I think we've run them for a few years now. They're often on the website. So you get 15 pieces. They work out at 90p a flower, and they are very beautiful, double-sided. And I think this was a customer request. Somebody had popped a request in saying, could they have them back? So 177IB. I've got 2 for Judith Jones. So £13.50 works out about 90p a daisy. They are cute though, aren't they? Whoever thought of that was a moment of genius. 177IB. These will all go onto the pop-up shop. Then got, I'm going to like these. Little cats, look, little cat heads. We've got the black lip shell beads, so you get a strand again with your little cat heads on. Size wise, they are 10 by 8mm. There you are. So they're double-sided, so they're constructed like this. 177s, I've got 1 for Adele Neesham and 1 for Christine Jamal. On your strand, you will get 10 pieces. So the code for this one is 178PC, and they are 10 by 8mm cat heads, and they are drilled from top to bottom. As you can see, we are bringing you a smaller size that's drilled the other way as well. 178PC for £13.50. I've got 177 for Christine. Have I already said Christine? Yes. 178, I've got Tracy Merrick, Lottie, Jane Clack, 178, and we do have the mother of pearl as well. You could have matching cats, look. Aren't they cute? 1 for Adele Neesham on the 178. She would love the cats, wouldn't she? 179AC for £13.50, and that is your 10 by 8mm mother of pearl, the white cat. This one is 179AC. Hi Angela, how are you doing? 178 for Angela King, 1 for Tashi Christina Newman, and 179 is the white. I think you have to have both. You can't just have one. I'd have to have both. You could have one in, you can make earrings and have different one in either ear. I've got a 178 for Christine Jamal. Thank you. So 179 is the white color, 179 AC, get all 10 pieces. And then 178 is the black color. Is it really, really hailing? Oh, it's not here. No, 178 PC and 179. Right, lovely.
I've got 2 179s, one for Jane Clack and one for Lottie.
Lovely. One for Jane Clack and one for Lottie. Thank you very much. And then you missed so much, Gemma, already. We found another crow earlier on as well. We found a different style of crow as well, didn't we? It was a bird, wasn't it? No,
Yeah.
it wasn't a crow.
Yeah.
This one is a slightly smaller 8x6 millimeter. And again, you get 10 pieces on your strand. And this one is drilled through that way, through the ears, rather than from head to toe, if you like. There you are. So this one is in the black lip shell. This one is 180 BV. You get 10 pieces on your strand there. Let's try and hold him still. Stay still. There he is. 180 BV for just £9.50 for 10 pieces. 180 BV. And in the white, also very, very cute, isn't it? Very cute. This one is 181 WH, £9.50. Again, nice, just nice, aren't they? They'd be nice for your Mother's Day makes, wouldn't they? Doing your Mother's Day makes. They'll be lovely. They are dead cute. They really are. You could do little rings.
Rings would be cool.
Yeah, having little cats on your fingers. Can't go wrong there. Very cute indeed. 180 and 181. 181 for Lottie, and that's all the shell for now. We do have some later on little flowers that you might have seen in our social media. They're coming up later on. We're now moving on to some rondelles. We have been inundated with requests for faceted gemstones. So many people asking for different faceted shapes. A 180 for Lottie as well, please. So I'm going to bring you a selection of faceted rondelles first. Look at these beauties. We'll just lay them here for you, ready. Look at that. Lovely. And then we'll run through them. What are these makes? I just hoard them, Jane says. Just hoard them, Jane. Did you just lose all internet?
No, mine's still going at the moment.
Just a second. Am I back, everybody? Sorry, it kicked me off altogether again. It's doing well today. Right, so we're back to Plum Blossom Tourmaline. So a lovely purple and pink. We do this in a round bead. We do it in cabochon. Look at that. Very, very pretty. I don't know that we've done it in a rondelle, not that I can remember. 6x4 millimeter. This one on a 38 centimeter strand is 182 AP for £16. 182 AP for your 6x4 faceted rondelles. These are machine cut rondelles, so they've got a lot of symmetry. The Indian style rondelles tend to be the ones that are a little bit more organic in size, but here in China most things are machine cut, so you get a lot of symmetry in the cut. I've got 182 for Candy Barnes, Lottie, Beverly Jackson, 3 for Judith Jones. 182 AP is your Plum Blossom Tourmaline. Let's pop that up there, shall we? Right, next one is the clear quartz. Lots and lots of requests for clear quartz. I've got Carol Wilson for a 182. Thank you. Look at this. How long is the strand? The strand is 38 centimeters each strand, Eleanor, and they do have a 0.6 to 0.8 millimeter drill hole. Yeah, so we had lots of requests for quartz, for faceted quartz. I think these are really nice clarity. You've got lots of sparkle in there and a nice size, 6x4 millimeters here. Have you been going an hour? No, half an hour. 38 centimeters. I thought that was a code, Jane. I was like, oh, what's the code for 38? 6x4 is your quartz. That is 183ZR for £16.50. The black caps that were £9.50 for Anne-Marie Bamford, please, which is the 178 code, please. Thank you. 183ZR, £16.50 for your clear quartz. Then we've got Mookite. Nice colours, nice patterns in there. And in your faceted rondelles, so extra sparkle, I've got a 183 for Jane Ridge. This is 184 UW, only £12.50 for your 38 centimetre strand in your faceted mookaite. Didn't let you on the live, Sarah, isn't it mean? 184 UW, £12.50 for your faceted rondelles in mookaite. Next, we've got amethyst. I've got a 183 for Justina Oakton, please. Nice colour of amethyst, isn't it? You've got lots of lovely patterns in there as well. Nice colour. 6x4mm. Again, this is 185 TG, £9.50. £9.50 for amethyst. That's a great price for amethyst. 185 TG, 6x4mm. Oh, I've knocked them all now. It was so neat and tidy. Next, we have got preonite. Got preonite strand there. So you've got all the little epidote inclusions inside preonite. I've got a 185 for Tara Porter, 1 for Hannah Sutheran. Hi, Beth. 1 for Candy Barnes. And that is your preonite 6x4. The code for preonite is 186IF for just £9.50. Thank you very much. 3 185s for Wendy Jones. 186IF, £9.50. Thank you very much, Jane, for your preonite strand. We have got your crazy lace. I can't reach the camera, so I have to do it this way. Right, okay. 1863 for Jane Ridge, please. 1 for Hannah. This is your crazy lace. Does have some crazy in there, not just lace. 186 for Beverly Jackson. This one is 187 TJ, only £8.50 for your crazy. 187 TJ for £8.50. I do like the colours. I like the oranges and the yellows in the crazy. And we've got a carnelian strand. This was a customer request. I think Marjorie requested faceted carnelian. So I bought 2 different strands from 2 different suppliers. Didn't I? So one's hiding somewhere else, to be done another day. 185 for Bridget Dwells, thank you. And a 186 for Bridget, please. Look at that in your carnelian. 6x4mm. This one, oh, dropped the ticket. I've dropped the camera. Ooh.
You're right.
And I've dropped the lights. And I can't get up the chair. Just a minute. I don't know where the strand's gone. Don't set me off because it's been a giggly day. I can see you all giggling. Thank you. Thanks. Do you know where the strand went, Emily? Because I've totally lost the gemstone. Just a minute. We'll go back to being lit up now. I don't even know how I did that.
Has it gone?
The strand's disappeared. Just a second.
Is it on the,
Just
is it on the,
totally vanished.
it's not on the chair.
It's not on the chair.
Under,
No.
here?
The whole strand has
Where
vanished.
has it
I
gone?
don't know. Let's just give you the code. You've seen it. It's a one. It was orange. Okay, 188 IV, and that is carnelian 6x4mm. Wait a minute. You can go back to the tracker. It's going to turn up later, isn't it? So 188 IV is your code, and that is, we've got bidwise 1873 for Lynn Blewett. Did you get that one?
No.
Did you got Bridget for 186s? You did.
Yeah.
Number 165. Bridget's bidding on, but I don't know what that was.
Oh, that was the amethyst one. So
Okay, yep, thank you.
Oh,
One of those. I think 185 Bridget means, yeah. 187 for Erwin Owen.
Yeah.
And 2 188s for Justina Oakton.
Okay.
A 176 for Beverly Jackson, please. Is that right, Jane? What, just in life? Or that's it. Is your room soundproof, lol? No, but we're right at the end of the building, so I'm sure it's fine. No one's complained yet. Though what the cleaner must think, I just don't know when she comes in here. And then I was going to say I've got one here with no gemstone, but don't worry. Right, thank you very much. 182, a plum blossom for Jenna. Okay, let me just run through the codes again in case you missed them. Plum blossom 182 for £16. Quartz 183ZR for £16.50. Mookite 184 for £12.50. Amethyst 185 for £9.50. Not 165 for Bridget, thank you. It was a mistake.
Okay.
182 for Wendy Jones. 186 is Preonite. Well, I'll slow down for you, Jane. 187 for Crazy Lace. And Carnelian is 188. Lovely. Right, so that was your Rondell showcase. And then I've got another customer request, which was for faceted Dalmatian jasper. Again, I don't remember who the request was from, sorry, but I know you've asked a couple of times. So these are faceted, I think they're 4mm, faceted 4mm round Dalmatian jasper. They've had them from us previously before and said they look fabulous. And I agree, I think they really do look good. It was the Crazy Laces fault. It was naughty Crazy Laces. I know, just £9.50 for the amethyst. It's a bargain. 185 for Anne-Marie Bamford. So that is your faceted 4mm Dalmatian jasper. And this is only £5 a strand. And I think it looks great faceted. I totally agree. 189 dB. It's quite overlooked Dalmatian jasper, I feel. 189 dB for £5 for your Dalmatian jasper 4mm faceted round beads. So fabulous. Eleanor, was it you that requested it? Your faceteds in the Dalmatian. 1 for Tony Davis. 3 for Wendy Jones. For £5. You can't go wrong, can you really? 1 for Hannah. It looks totally different faceted. I agree with you. It really makes it pop. 2 for Eleanor Kelly. 1 for Wendy Garrett. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, that's right. It is right. 1 for Tashi Christina Newman. 1 for Katrina Durrant. 1 for Julianne Watts. 1 for Candice Tripp. 1 for Karen Garner. And 2 for Carol Wilson. So sparkly, it really is. 1 for Jenna Gurnett. And a 188, which was the Carnelian, I think, for Justina Oakden. 189 is your Dalmatian jasper 4mm faceted rounds. Okay, super. Just get this light out of the way there. There we go. Right, so now we've got, this is a special, another one for Candice, please. Another one. What's that? Something making a noise, wasn't it? I don't know what it was. These are really, really, really special, and I've only got 6. They're so nice. I know you're all going to want them. Everyone was admiring my bracelet yesterday because it is awesome. This is a purple mica bracelet. But what you didn't know is we've actually got mixed mica bracelets, but there were only 6 available. So I just got all 6. And you've got all the different colors. So mica comes in various colors. So your purple mica, there's green mica on there. Some of them have got a touch of orangey colored mica, but they're just lovely, aren't they? Nice. But there are only 6 available. Are you ready? I'm really sorry that there are only 6 available. Wendy for another 188. Did I say that? I think I did. Please. Oh, no, I didn't see you. A 189, she means, because the end of the code is right. Okay, so they are 8 to 9mm, the beads. There's approximately 22 beads on the stretchy bracelet. If you've been watching the shows throughout the week, you would have heard me say that they are quite commonly selling stretchy bracelets with the higher end beads now, rather than putting them in strands. Apparently they sell a lot of stretchy bracelets. So we're finding them all, and it is a more affordable way because you don't have to buy a whole strand, and also you can wear it as a bracelet if you don't make jewelry. So it does tick all the boxes. And I am thinking that we just sell stretchy bracelets forever and ever now, because there's so many good options. We keep coming across them all. So these are multi-mica bracelets, 8 to 9 millimeters, approximately 22 beads, but I've only got 6. Are you ready? 190QN, and they're only 24.50. Some of the bracelets that we've been bringing you throughout the course of the week have been a lot of money, some of them over £100. 190QN, 24.50, but there are only 6 available. I've got one for Beverly Jackson, one for Jane Ridge, one for Tara Porter, one for Chris Puffer, one for Hannah, and then, Jane, you've already got one. Did you want 2? Well, do Jane 2 unless she says so. Otherwise, or just wait for Jane Ridge to confirm, and if not, I'll give it to the next bidder. Sold out. Sold out, sold out, sold out. Just waiting for Jane Ridge to confirm. Right, let me just maneuver my camera somewhat. Yes, second one for Jane Ridge. Excellent. Thank you very much. Right, next we went up to the crystal and carving shop, and we found some more unusual animals. Stop it.
Sorry.
So we've got a few animals. You're going to know why in a minute. We've got a few animals. We've got some cats for you, which are new, and some hedgehogs for you, which are new. And these are the only carvings in the show. But this is the one that we're trying not to laugh. We're not grown-ups, honestly. This is your rose quartz cat. Lovely, isn't it? Absolutely lovely cat. But we're going to call it a Tom cat. We're going to name it Tom because it is quite clearly a male cat. Okay, now we've been thinking of how to politely put that throughout the day, and we decided that Lisa said that it was entire was the correct term. So I'll do a full 360 on the cat for you in a second, whilst trying desperately hard not to laugh. So here it is in your rose quartz cat, and then as you can see, it's definitely a male cat. And then here we are back to the beginning there. So we have been trying desperately hard to and not entertain ourselves with the cat like children throughout the whole day. It's actually quite a nice cat carving, isn't it? But we've put it in the description on the website that it is a tomcat, in case people are a little bit shocked by the cat. I don't know why, by the way. I don't know why they would do that. When none of the other animals have some parts of their anatomy on display. I just don't know why the cat. It also has a collar. So I mean, I don't know. So it's got a responsible owner, indeed, intact. Thank you, Beverly. So there you go. That is your rose quartz Tom cat. What have I got here? That's that one. Here you are. Here's the code. If anyone would like to purchase it, he certainly has, Jane. He certainly has. 1910S is your code, and that is £14.50. And when I picked it up, I'm sure I just blushed as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh gosh. And I think we'd sort of half put it in a story, hadn't we?
Yeah.
But without doing the full rotation. And I was like, oh God. So now I've got to bring it live, lumps and all. I've got one for Lisa McGreesh, one for Tony Davis, one for Tracy Merrick. I mean, it could be a nice gift for a friend who's got a sense of humour. Definitely. And my sister was threatening to watch earlier. I said, we've got a tomcat with bollocks. And she said, how much is it? I was like, Katie. And we were going to write it on the card, but we decided not to. One for Tony, one for Tracy Merrick, one for Christine Jamal, Jamal, sorry. Rose quartz is for love. It certainly is. It is. One for Tara Porter. You can always describe it as a cat with rosy cheeks, says Wendy. Thanks, Wendy. Oh, Helen Cole is obviously not in today because I was thinking we're going, Wendy's in, she'll say something, Nigel might say something, and Helen Cole will say something filthy, and then that'll be it. So brilliant. It's just too good. It's a lovely cat. Well, I'm just very careful where I put my hand. Here we are, 191 OS. I'm just going to rotate it for you again so that you can see just from the sides, just inclusive. It certainly is. 191 OS for your tomcat in rose quartz. He does come in other gem materials as well. If anyone wants a different gem material, we could add him in tomorrow. And then we've got just a regular sitting cat. So we don't know if this is a tomcat because his tail is neatly tucked away. So there you are. But that's actually a really nice cat carving. You don't have to get some dodgy cat carvings. So sometimes you do question if they've ever seen a cat. But these are really nice. These are nice. And this is an amethyst one, and it is ridiculously priced. It's really good value for money, this one. Ready? It is 192 RY, only £12.50. That is a really good price. Indeed, Eleanor. 192 RY, £12.50 for your amethyst cat carving. And again, we can get this one in other gem materials, which we could add in tomorrow if there was a lot of call for sitting cats. 192 RY. I've got one for Tracy Merrick, one for Nigel Limming. Yes, but I've never bought them on a live, Judith. I mean, they are available to us. All genitalia is available to us, but I just can't bring that on a live. I can't do it with a straight face. So no. One for Tony Davis, one for Lisa McGreed. Beverly. One for Sharon Kenny. Maybe you do. I don't know. If you buy one, you can rub it and let us know if you get lucky. How about that? One for Sharon Kenny. 192 RY. Anyone else for amethyst cat? And then we've got some hedgehogs. One for Ranny Melrose. The hedgehogs are extremely cute. They're very cute. I've not seen such adorable little gemstone hedgehogs. These are fluorite. Some of them are stripy, some of them aren't stripy. He's the master of love. He certainly is. If they were drilled, they would sell like hotcakes, Candice said. This is, are you talking about the hedgehog, Candice, maybe? Here we go. Little, so he's going to have non-gemmy eyes. They glue the eyes into these carvings if they put eyes on them. Here's another example. So that one is also fluorite, but it's a solid color. But it's just really cute. They are cute, isn't it? We don't know. The hedgehog has got a flat back. Could be bezel set if you wanted to. It'd be a bit unusual, but you could. Very nice flat back, actually. They are cute, aren't they? About 3 centimeters, and they're only £7.50 each. And I think that's a super price. I think I would expect them to be much more near the £15 mark. I don't know about you, but I think for that level of detail, it's taken a lot of time and effort to make them look like that. They're very cute for £7.50. Good stocking fillers, but I can't guarantee them for Christmas, so that's no good, is it? I'll take that out of my my thought process. One for Tony Davis, one for Wendy Garrett, Lisa McGreesh, Nigel Limming, Karen B. Anyone else? 194 NK. One for Katrina Durrant. Wait a minute, I lost everyone. Carol Wilson for 2. Sharon Kenny. Yvonne Vickers. Christine Jamal. Nikki Stevenson. 194 NK for your fluorite hedgehog. £7.50. Very sweet. They're very sweet. Right, there you are. Say goodbye to Tom now, everybody. That's it. He's going away. 194 for Susan Flockhart. Right. What's up next? Next up, we have got a showcase of matte rounds. Now, we haven't done matte beads for Yonk since the beginning, I don't think. One for Anne-Marie Bamford on the 194, please. And I sold some, and then Fleur sold some. I don't know if anyone remembers this from back over 5 years ago. And Fleur launched, oh my gosh, I've lost the ability to talk, launched a campaign called Matt Marler, and she made t-shirts and everything. It was absolutely brilliant. So I haven't seen Matte beads for ages. Not at all, Eleanor. That's what we're here for, to help you out. So I've got a whole range of different matte rounds, and then we've got a couple of actually matte rondelles as well. And I love a matte gemstone. I think they look really good. So we selected some unusual ones and then some of your regular ones as well. I think this is Unakite. It's actually quite hard to tell what it is when it's matte, but I think it's Unakite. So it's a lovely green color with your little salmony patches in it. So I'm sure it'll polish up as Unakite if they were to polish it. We're going to bring most of them to you in a 10mm, 8mm, 6mm, apart from the Tiger's Eye where we couldn't get the 6mm, so we've got a 3mm. That's not the same, I know, but the rest are going to be 10mm, 8mm, 6mm. You're going to have those options. Now, as you wear your matte gemstones, they start to become shiny just from the oils in your skin and for being worn. So, and they look lovely. So they sort of take on their very own shine. So they're lovely. Great for gents jewelry, James says. Yes, thank you. I think that would be great for gents jewelry. So let's crack on. This one is your 10mm matte Unakite is £16.50, 193QL. This is quite an unusual one. So 193QL for your Unakite matte in the 10mm. Then in your 8mm, 195YR for 1450, 195 for the 8mm, and then in your 6mm, 1250, 196WB for 1250 for your Unakite. Now, Unakite is the priciest of the gems that we've got for you today. So 196WB in the matte gemstones. I'll just run through those codes again, or if you want to have a think about it. 193 is your 10mm, 195, that's weird, isn't it? Is your 8mm, and then 196 is the 6mm. I've got 196 for Lottie, thank you. And then we're going to I love this one. I think it's my favorite, but then I quite like the next one, and I like the next one, and then I like the last one. So I don't know. It's definitely up there. Jane Ledjob would like a 196. I've got, but the Sodalite just looks fabulous. I think it looks great. I think it looks better than a smooth round, than a shiny round in Sodalite. I think it makes the color really, really stand out. I think when they polish it, it goes a little bit darker than that, and you lose that brightness sometimes. I think it's great. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So Sodalite, let's start with your 10mm. Everybody's ready now because these are getting very affordable. 10mm, 197DR for your Sodalite 10mm round matte beads. 197DR, only £6.50. Great value for money. 197. If you are making them for mates for men, then you might want to go for the slightly larger bead size, like the 10mm, as men generally have a larger wrist. 197DR, £6.50 for the 10mm. We've then got 8mm, 197 for Von Vickers, a 197 for Casey Scott. 8mm, 198OP, £5.50. I've got 197s for Nigel Limming, Deb Zagas, 2 for Rani Melrose, 1 for Nikki Stevenson. One of the first beads are sold. Absolutely, Jackie, I think, because it's the brand colours, Jackie. So that sounds right, doesn't it? Yeah, and I think a matte Sodalite, definitely. 1 for, wait a minute, 198 someone. I've got 197 for Catherine Woolard. Then I'm on to the 198. Karen B for a 198, please. Then I've got Karen Garner, Lottie, Sharon Kenny, Nigel Limming, 2 for Chris Puffer, 1 for Julianne Watts, 1 for April Leask, 1 for Beverly Jackson, one for Yvonne Vickers, and one for Ranny Melrose. Casey says, Miss Marie, have you still got the pink tourmaline facets? Oof, I don't know, Casey. Just drop us a direct message. I'm in China at the moment, so I'm not quite sure, but we might have them. When we get back to the UK, our Thursday night live next week is clearance faceted stones like we did the other month. We're going back, so maybe they'll be in there, maybe. And then in the 6mm, even more affordable multi-purchase, because I don't think we bring it to you at this price at home. 199 QW, £4.50 for your 6mm, 6mm matte sodalite, and 199 QW for £4.50. Bargains, aren't they? 199 QW, and that is your 6mm round matte sodalite. So your 197 is your 10mm, 198 is the 8mm, and 196 is the 6mm. I've got 199s. Jenna Gurnett, Nigel Limming, Jane Ledyard, Hannah Southerin, 3 for Chris Puffer, 1 for Sharon Kenny. They look like planet Earth. They do, don't they? They're lovely. Did we get Rani for 2 197s, please?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. 199 for Casey Scott. 199. Anyone else? Will tonight's things go into the pop-up? Absolutely, Helen. Everything that's remaining will go into the pop-up. The stretchy bracelets have sold out. We don't have a lot of low stock items in this live, so your luck is in. Right, I'll give you those codes one more time as we move on to the next one. 10mm 197, 8mm 198, and 6mm 199. I've got 3 199s for Isabel O'Connor, please. Thank you very much. A 199 for Ranny Melrose. Amethyst now. Again, looks good, doesn't it? Really bright. Very, very bright colours. Makes the pattern stand out as well without the high polish. Let's do it. Look at the chevron on there. Look at that chevron. Right, we've got 10mm. 10mm are only £9.50 in your matte amethyst. 200 WF, £9.50 for the 10mm round matte amethyst. Nice and bright. 200 WF, £9.50. We've got 200s for Casey Scott, Lottie, Wendy Garrett. And then on the 8mm, we have got 201, £8.50. 201 for £8.50, 8mm matte amethyst beads. All the strands you see this evening are 38cm strands, and they're 0.6 to 0.8 drill holes. 200 for Ranny Melrose, please. 201 OL, £8.50 for your 8mm. And then on your 6mm, 201s, I've got Hannah and Wendy Garrett. Nice size, 6mm. 2 for Chris Puffer. And in your 6mm, I've got 202 BS for just £7.50 for the 2mm matte amethysts. 202 BS for £7.50. You know, I'm going to put them away really quickly, so get your codes in. So I've got 10mm 200 for £9.50, 8mm 201 for £8.50, and 6mm for 202, £7.50. 201s, I've got Hannah, Wendy Garrett, 2 for Chris Puffer. I've already done those. Yeah, sorry. 202s, Casey Scott, 1 for Hannah, and 2 for Chris Puffer. This is a good one as well. We don't see this enough. This is matte Gabbro. Isn't it nice? A definite great one for your makes for men. So it's grey and black. So when they polish the gabbro, sometimes it comes out a deep purple colour. So it probably has a very, very faint purple tint to it. But that's really lovely, isn't it? I'm really liking that. 10mm, let's start there. 10mm and your matte gabbro is 203 ET and it's only £12.50. 203 ET, £12.50. That's your 10mm. We've got your 8mm. That's your 8mm size. And they are 204 GI. And that is £9.50 for your lovely matte gabbro. 204 GI. And then the 6mm. Nice patterns in there. Nice variation of colour. I think you can see the patterns. We've either got a terrible lag or you've all gone mad. I've got 204 for Karangana, thank you. The 6mm is £8.50. 205 RV, £8.50. Maybe they're not coming across on screen, but I think they're really cool, those ones. Right, I'm going to just run through those codes if you're umming and ahhing. 203, £12.50 for your 10mm. 204, £9.50 for your 8mm. And 205, £8.50 for your 6mm. We bought you this in a shiny earlier in the week. I've got 2042 for Chris Puffer, please. This is American Wooden Jasper. That's what they're calling it here. American Wooden Jasper. It's not a wood, it is a jasper. It's nice though, isn't it? Again, nice patterns in there. Quite rustic. We've got your 10mm stuck under my tickets. Just 1 second. Your 10mm is 206 QN for £12.50. 206 QN. They would look great with some lava rock. Yes, they would look nice with lava rock, wouldn't they? We used to also do a matte, an oiled matte black agate, and that was really lovely. 206 QN, £12.50 for your 10mm. Definitely planet-like as well, these ones. 8mm, 207 UL for £9.50, 8mm rounds. No more Dalmatian Jasper. You're free to put the kids to bed. And then 6mm is 208 PO for £8.50. Karangana for a 207, please. £8.50 for your 6mm. So let's give you those codes one more time. American Wooden Jasper matte beads, 10mm, £12.50, 206. 207 is your 8mm, £9.50, and 208 is the 6mm, and that is £8.50, £9.50. The previous one, confused myself. Oh, nearly. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is your multi-tiger's eye. Also looks very good in the matte. Look at that. So you still get your chatoyancy, and these are the natural tiger's eye colours, just not polished. Now I've got a 10mm, an 8mm, and a 3mm here. We don't have a 6mm in this one, I'm afraid. But actually, I think the larger sizes, you can really see the patterns a bit better and the colours. But the 3mm is a nice size. Makes a change, doesn't it? For your 10mm multi-tiger's eye matte beads, only £8.50. 209 FZ for £8.50. Multi-tiger's eye 10mm round beads. Sorry, matte finish, 209 FZ. We've got 8mm multi-tiger's eyes in your matte. That one is 210 WL for £7.50. for your 8mm. And then a 209 for Debs of Gas, thank you. And then your 3mm, a 209 for Gemma Crow. 210s, I've got Karen Garner. This one is a 3mm, only £5.50, 211. 209.2 for Ranny Melrose, please. And then the 210s, why do they all keep falling off? Honestly, there's nothing pushing them off. Don't you think it's weird? I'm nowhere near the table. Oh, spooky, because we're getting near Halloween. Maybe that's what it is. Sorry, I squashed my ticket then. Right, 210s, 3 for Chris Puffer, 1 for Lottie, 1 for Gemma Crow. I've got a 211 for Helen Gray, a 209 for Beverly Jackson. Sorry to jump you around there. There we go. Right, now, I don't know why everything's falling off my desk. 211 QN, £5.50. I mean, if it is a ghost, it's eaten the carnelian strand from earlier. That's gone. 211 QN. And that is your matte 3mm. We've only got we've got one more round in the matte left. Thank you. And this, I love this. This is really nice. A 211 for Gemma Crow, please. This is your pink zebra jasper in the matte. And I think, again, it looks so good in matte. Loving that. Did we see Catherine, she said? Let's see. We did. A 210 for Catherine Willard, please. Thank you very much. And a 211 for Candice. Let's start with your 10mm. This is the last of the round mats, and then we've got 3 smooth rondelles in a mat as well. 10mm 212 BA, £6.50, and it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. 211 for Casey Scott, please. That's your 10mm for £6.50. 212 BA. 8mm, £5.50. 213GX for your 8mm. 2212s, please, for Casey Scott. 213GX, 8mm, £5.50. Look at the patterns. They're such nice colours. 212 for Alison Palmer. 213GX is your 8mm. I've got an 8mm 213 for Catherine Woolard. Thank you. And then we've got a 6mm 213s. I've got 1 for Catherine Woolard, 2 for Chris Puffer, 2 for Ranny Melrose, 1 for Hannah, 1 for Casey Scott, 1 for Sharon Kenny, and 1 for Ranny Melrose. 214 is your 6mm pink zebra jasper in the matte. £4.50. £4.50. Good value for money. 214 CI for £4.50. I've got 1 for Jane Ledyard, 1 for Karen Garner, 1 for Lottie. She's just busy at the moment, Ranny, please. We'll come back to you. 1 for Hannah, 1 for Sharon Kenny, 1 for Katrina Durrant, 2 for Lottie, please, she said. Thank you. I'm going to run back through those codes. Your 10mm is £6.50. Your 8mm is £5.50. And your 6mm is only £4.50 in your pink zebra jasper matte rounds. They're off. I'm not sure what that code is you've given me at the end there, Ranny. What's the code for the tiger's eye, please? Let me do that. I'll come back to the tiger's eye. 1 second. Just a sec. Tiger's eye we've got. So it's multicolored tiger's eye. 10mm is 209. 8 millimeters is 210, and 3 millimeters, here it is 211. A crisp puffer, please, for 214, and Rani for 214, please. Okay, you ready? 209, 2 for Casey Scott. 210 for Karen B, please. These are your matte rondelles. I love one particular one. This is the Mookaite 6x4 matte rondelles. Looks really good in a rondelle as well, doesn't it? Look at that. 209 for Tara Porter. A 211 for Tashi Christina Newman. So matte finish in a rondelle 6x4. That is Mookaite 215 KF for just £9.50. 654. I don't know. We don't have a code 654, Casey. Sorry. Try again. 215 KF for £9.50. I've got one for Candy's Trip. They look like sweets, Adele said. They do, don't they? The smooth rondelles look like the sweetie necklaces you got when you were a kid. They do. We've got Amazonite matte rondelles, same size, 6x4. That is £8.50. 216 PW. Those yellows, Candy says. 216 PW. You've certainly opened our eyes up to yellow without a shadow of a doubt, Candies. 216 PW. I went to the amber guys today, but we didn't buy any amber. It was extremely, extremely pricey. 216 PW, £8.50. And then this is my favorite one. 216 for Beverly Jackson. And 2 for Casey Scott, 1 for Hannah. This is the Silver Obsidian matte rondelle. And I think that's really quite clever. A totally different look just by not polishing it. You still get the flash, and it's possibly not as vivid, but it's still impressive, isn't it? It's a good flash. This is a 6x3 millimeter, so slightly different size to the other two. It's 217 WK, £8.50 for your 6x3 millimeter silver obsidian. 217 WK, and that's it on the matte rondelles. What have we got for you left? We've got loads left. We've got some hematite. We've got some glass weird stones. We've got a lovely cubes, 4mm cubes. 217. I've got Candy's Trip, Karen B, Hannah. 2 for Casey Scott, 1 for Helen Gray, 1 for Lottie, 2 for Judith Jones. 217 WK, 1 for Kate Oliver. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, they're all going away. Brilliant. And we've got your findings, sterling silver findings coming up as well. Right. Ooh, look at these sparklies. So these are, we were looking at, because we're trying to make sure that we are eyes here for next year's make. So it's really important that you get into the right, you get all the latest gems for your makes next year. So 2026. So we're looking at the Pantone color palette for 2026. I don't have it with me, unfortunately, but apparently blue, this tealy blue, is going to be the Pantone color for next year. But all of these colors, and I matched them up, you saw them in the stories when we were doing it, are going to be appearing in 2026's color palette, the predicted color palette. I don't think it's been released yet. So I sort of went through, and there's lots of berry tones and and the nice tealy blue tones and blue tones. So yeah, it is quite a nice palette actually. So I thought, well, let's go match up some gemstones. So we picked a 4mm cube because this is quite a nice shape and it really allows the gemstone to sparkle. It has facets on each side. Can you see there? You've got a flat surface and then they put a little flat on each side. So you get 4 little flats and then your flat top, which makes them really very, very sparkly. This one is a multi-spinel strand and it is, could you check Tiger's Eye for Rani, please? For 218XT for your 4mm multicolored spinel strand. So you've got all the different colors of spinel going on this strand in your 4mm faceted cube. 218, £24.50 for that one, and your multi-spinel. 218XT is your code. Next up, this is actually an Ethiopian opal, and it came in with the caramelly colors. So it's got a kind of caramel color within the tone. You don't have it. I can't borrow it on your phone a second, can I?
Yeah.
Please, Emily. I've got, we'll just let Emily do one job at a time. That makes a change. So this is an Ethiopian opal strand. Not all the beads have got opalescence, but some certainly have. Look at that. Here's the Pantone colors. Thank you very much. This is the Pantone color, predicted Pantone color chart. I think that's upside down. There you are for next year. So you can see that I've kind of matched them in. So you've got your reds here, then into your chilies. This one was the bronzy tones. You've got your nice blues. We're going to do indicolite, which is going to be your lion's blue at the bottom there. There's a fig color and a winterberry, and then a primrose pink. So we try to match all of those up. Thank you very much. I've got a 218 for Carol Wilson. Thank you very much. That is your multi-spinel. Let me go back to the opal. So this is an Ethiopian opal strand. You don't see this faceted an awful lot, I must say. And this one is, again, with your 4mm cubes. How would opal hold up in a bracelet? I wouldn't put it in a bracelet, not unless it's protected by some other stones. I would try and keep it away from being knocked. I'm not sure it will hold out very well in a bracelet. 219ZC for £21.50 for your multi-Ethiopian opal there. So you've got all that lovely colour, the lovely colour choices within the strand. That one is 219ZC. We have then got your indicolite. This is a blue tourmaline. This is a lovely strand. Note, they're coming up right now. Here we go. So this is beautiful. Again, a faceted 4mm. This one is a slightly different facet. It's got facets all over like a checkerboard, but that's a lovely strand. And that is a blue tourmaline. Indicolite is a lovely, rare version of tourmaline. This one is 220SO, £17.50 for your indicolite, £17.50, 4mm faceted squares. 220SO, very unusual strand. I think we saw 2 indicolite strands on that day where they've just put the indicolite on one strand. 220, sorry, I've got a tickly nose. 220, one for Justina Oakdom. I've got one for Tara Porter, one for Karen Garner, one for Hannah, one for Carol Wilson, and one for Lottie. This is a garnet strand, so lovely berry colours coming through here, and that was definitely a theme of that Pantone colour chart, wasn't it? Berries coming through. 221VZ, and that is £17.50. You're definitely seeing this in the autumn winter as well. Lots of burgundies, lots of plum colours in fashion at the moment. So it's good to know that those colours are going to transfer into next year as well. 221VZ, £17.50 for your 4mm garnet. I've got a 220, please, for Casey Scott. 221 for Candice Tripp. 1 for Carol Wilson. 2 for Casey Scott, 2 for Wendy Jones, 1 for Lottie, 221VZ for £17.50. We've then got an apatite strand, so lovely sky blue. Look at that, sky blue apatite strand. And this one is 222AJ, £15. But very sparkly. Again, quite a soft gemstone, not so good for bracelets, but great, great colours, especially when you're going into spring. If you're thinking again for your Mother's Day makes, for your Valentine's, this is certainly a strand that you could use in those makes. 222AJ, £15 for your apatite. Would look lovely with your indicolite as well. Would look really nice. That one is 222. I have got one for Casey Scott, one for Candy Barnes, one for Carol Wilson. Gemma says they work well, channel setting in a bracelet, even channel style setting in a leather to protect it. Oh, thank you, Gemma. That's a handy hint. We've then got your pink opal. This is your 4mm cube, 2230U, £15, which is a really good price for pink opal because it's normally quite a pricey gemstone. 2230U, £15, and that is your pink opal, which was your primrose colours on your predicted colour palette. So 2230U. I've got Justina for a 222, please. 223s. I've got one for Casey Scott. Okay, and that's all your lovely codes for your cubes. I'll just run through them again in case you've got them all, you've missed one. 218XT is your multi-spinel, 2450. 223s, I've got Hannah and I've got Carol Wilson as well. Thank you very much. Opal is 219ZC for 2150. Your indicolite is 220SO for 1750. Thank you very much, Rani. 218 is for Beverly Jackson, please. Garnet is 221VZ for 1750. Apatite 222AJ for £15. And pink opal is 2230U. Excellent. And they're your 4mm faceted cubes. We do have some smaller faceted cubes in tomorrow evening's live as well. To give you those, Emily. Just going to sort my desk out because it's all moving. So let me just pin it all back together. Just 1 second. That's a bit better. You're a bit wobbly there. And I don't know why. I can see the laptop, and we haven't been able to see the laptop all week, but there. That's a bit neater and tidier, isn't it? A 218 for Beverly Jackson and a 220 for Beverly Jackson, please. There you are. I'm feeling a bit more comfortable with that. You know what I'm like. Right. Next up, I've got a Tanzanite nugget strand. Nice colour of Tanzanite. And nicely polished nuggets, actually. Irregular nuggets, but a good colour, good strength of colour going on there in your Tanzanite strand. This one is 6 to 10mm Tanzanite, 224VA for only £14.50. 224VA. And then this is a limited stock. This is an Ocean Jasper nugget strand. We sold this right at the beginning as well, and I've not seen it for years. So this is your Ocean Jasper nugget strands, but they are limited stock now. A 224 for Casey Scott, please. We've got loads of lovely colours and patterns in your Ocean Jasper, all the beautiful colours going on in there. That is 225 CS, £11. They're approximately 7 by 5mm nuggets. Oh, thank you, Rani. That's very kind. It's not a problem at all. We're happy to be here. 225 CS, £11 for your Ocean Jasper nuggets. Let's move those ones on. Right, this is a bit of an unusual one, a little bit out of our usual territory. I've got 225, 2 for Casey Scott, please. We've got some glass faceted stones that are foil backed. So I actually picked these up because they're foil backed. So I thought these would be great teaching stones. I've got a 225 for Hannah Sutherland. So this is a very old fashioned technique of making a gemstone look better or changing its color. It's a treatment that was carried out many, many years ago and has always stuck in the marketplace. So you get, this is a glass faceted stone, and they've put the silver foil on the back to make it extra sparkly. And then they've done it with a variety of different colors. And you know, the pink foiled moonstone jewelry that we sell and the blue foil moonstone jewelry, that's the same technique that they use. By putting the colored foil behind it, it gives it a bit of a different appearance. So these are actually a set of 8 different colors of they're glass material with the foiled backing, making them look very, very bright and colourful. But they're so affordable because obviously they're not precious in any way at all. And I thought they might be nice if you wanted to use them for your crafting, or if you wanted to use them for practicing on. They're just so affordable. So I thought, you know what, we'll give it a go. We won't dismiss them because they're not real. And they're a great example of foiling as well if you want some foiled gemstones. 227XW, you get all 8 colours in your set. They're 14 by 10 millimeters. So nice and large. You get 8 pieces in the set for £5.50. So even if you stick them on your favourite friends' Christmas cards, or because they won't be here for Christmas, but if you could do any crafting with them, and they're just extremely affordable. So you get all 8 colors. I'm trying to get them close to the camera for you. There you are. So you get all of those fabulous 8 colors of faceted glass with a foiled back. They're just a bit of fun. And I just thought, oh, why not? Why not have something a little bit different? I've got 227s. I've got 4 for Wendy Jones and 1 for Lottie. And then what could you do with them? You could definitely use them for just practicing a prong setting, you know, or you've got the grandkids round, letting them mess around with things. Very nice and affordable set of colour, because for the magpie and everybody, you could do a guess the gemstone. You could say that if they find the real gemstone, not the fake gemstone, they get to keep it. Would be great for wire wrapping, Wendy said. Could be, yeah, could be great if you put them for us little eyes for something. 227XW, £5.50 for the set. I'll pop them away then. It was a long shot, wasn't it, as to whether you would fancy them, but I think they're kind of nice. Right, so we're going to now come on to some hematite. So there is a hematite manufacturer here, and they have all the new colours of hematite. We put some of the new colours into the stories to ask you if you like the colours, because they were very bright and vivid and very tinsely looking. They looked insane, and it came back as an overwhelming no. It was just like 90% no, nobody likes them. So we didn't bring you those. Put them on clothing and shoes. That's a good idea. I've got 2 for Kimberly Unsworth. Yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you. So these are the new colours in the hematite that we did like and we thought were a little bit more bearable. Now, hematite is synthetic. It's a man-made material, and then it is actually additionally coated. But it is so affordable that nobody ever cares whether it's natural or man-made. You don't actually really know. The supplier has told me that these are a synthetic hematite, but it's so difficult for anybody to know unless the actual manufacturer comes out and says it. And he said they are coated, so the color might change over time, the same as any other hematite that you already own, I'm quite sure. But these are the new colors that we've got for you. And I thought it's worth bringing them on because, again, they're affordable. They're about 3 to 4 millimeter faceted. So this one is the rose gold color. So if you want to use them as spaces in costume jewelry or just in your makes, they're very effective. Hematite is always a great effective gemstone. So these are, I've put it all on the card, they are coated and they are man-made. 3 to 4 millimeters, but they're only £3.50 a strand. So they're great value for money. And as I said, if you're using them particularly as spaces instead of using metal when metal price is so high, then they're great to use in your makes. 226 SM, £3.50 for the rose gold color. That is not rose gold itself, rose gold color hematite. Please can I get one of the indicolite strands, Ellen says. Yep, Emily's popped me down for one of those. Thank you. 226 SM. I've got 2 for Karen Garner. 226 for your rose gold color. I'll keep moving through the colors because they are hematite is lovely. It's just lovely. It's affordable. It does everything you want it to do. I've got 1 for Tara Porter, 1 for Carol Wilson. Sorry, I am back. Sorry about that. So this is the light blue color. I've got 226 for Alison Palmer. 228 is the light blue code, £3.50 strand. Again, for your light blue, I'll pop it against the wrist so you can see. This was definitely the really popular color of tinsel a couple of years ago, wasn't it? This light blue, almost a silvery blue. So 228 HQ for £3.50 is for your light blue. I'll run back through these codes as we go. We've got a light green color. Oh, hello, dear. My husband's in. Right, okay. This is the light green. The code for light green is 229JF. 228s, I've got Tony Davis, and 1 for Alison Palmer. Gemma says, I love hematite. It's great, isn't it? It's just a great gemstone to use. I think really because it's bright, it's colourful, it doesn't pretend to be anything it's not, and it's cheap. It's extremely, extremely affordable. Will look great as spaces with the matte beads. Thank you, Chris. It would, yes. 229JF. This is your light green colour, 229. We've then got I've called it mint green because I didn't really know how to describe this colour. So I went with mint green. Oh, my lovely husband's booked me a holiday today. Now, there was 2 locations, one that I wanted to go to and one that he wanted to go to. And I don't know which one he's booked. And I said, I don't want to know. I'll find out when I get back because I have to do the packing. But yeah, let's see. Did he go for the one that he wanted to do or did he go for the one that I wanted to do? 226, I've got 3 for Gemma Crow. I've got 229. Yes, 229 for Alison Palmer. And 3 226s for Casey Scott, please. Skegness in December. I love a bit of Butlins. You'll make me very happy if you do that. I reckon that would be a really good idea. We'd have all the family there, dear. I like that idea. I hope that's what you've done now. You should have suggested that yesterday. 230EZ, 3 to 4 millimeters. That is your mint green hematite. It is coated and it is a man-made material, just so that you know. 230EZ for £3.50 for your minty green. I mean, they do look great under the light. They're so nice and colourful. And then blue. This is a 3 millimeter. It's fractionally smaller than the 3 to 4 millimeters, much to my annoyance. 231JN, £3.50 for the blue colour. 231JN. I've got 230 for Alison Palmer and only £3.50. I'll run through those colours for you again in case you've missed out on any of the colours. Nice and bright and sparkly. 230 for Sharon Kenny. A 231 for Sharon Kenny. Adds weight to your jewellery, Gemma says. That could be handy, I suppose. That would be handy. Thank you. Look at these colours. Right, let's just go through them again. The darker blue colour is 231. The mint green, which is this one at the end, is 230. The light green is the one at this end. That's 229. The light blue, which is the second one in, is 228. And the rose gold colour is 226. Nice for spring, Carol says. Oh, lovely. 231 for Alison Palmer. I'm not sure I've already said that, Alison. So that's those ones done. And then we've got, I thought, these tiny gold color hematite rondelles. They're 2 by 1.5 millimeters. And I thought these would be great for tassels or for spaces. But do let me know what you think, because I don't really know what I'm doing. But they're really dinky, aren't they? Very, very, very nice. These are only also £3.50 a strand. You need to multi-purchase these, because once they've gone, I doubt very much all the fancy hematites will come back. 232NM. They're actually not really worth the time of playing them, because we can't make any money at all on them. But it's nice to have options, isn't it? 232NM, £3.50, 2 by 1.5 millimeters. So yeah, I don't know, tassels definitely. That's what went through my head, because they're so tiny. I've got a 232 for Tara Porter, 3 232s for Casey Scott, 1 for Sharon Kenny, 2 for Bridget Dewall, 1 for Carol Wilson, 2 for Alison Palmer. I won a Larimar stone pendant a few months back, and I was wondering if it was coming soon. Did you say it was coming from China and it would be a couple of months? Oh, I don't know, Arlene. If you just direct message in, because maybe we've got it on hold for you. If you would have had to check it out. So just ask, direct message in and ask Lisa, and I'll have a look at it for you tomorrow. 232NM is £3.50 for your gold. And then this is my favourite one. This is tessellating, Gemma. See the words that I've learned. Look, these, I don't know what to call them. I put them as lozenges or something, did I? I don't know in the end. They're little long rectangles with one drill hole. They're kind of steely blue colour, but they also have a rainbow to them. So I've called them steely blue because I'm not sure what to call them really. But look, you can make a snake with them, and aren't they great? Look at that. How cool is that? Tic Tacs, Judy said. They're flatter than a Tic Tac. So yeah, similar to a Tic Tac, but quite flat look. Oh, I think they're really cool. Very pretty. Different. 6 by 2 millimeters. These ones are £4 a strand. 233MY. I've got 232 for Christine Jamal, please, and 2 for Gemma Crow. 233MY. To me, you must be able to do loads with them, because they're just so movable, kinetic, let's say. I love them, absolutely love them. Can't wait to see what you do with them. 233, I've got 1 for Carol Wilson, 2 for Casey Scott, 1 for Lottie, 1 for Wendy Garrett, 2 for Nigel Limming, 2 for Tracy Merrick, 4 for Wendy Jones, 1 for Tara Porter, 1 for Bridget, and 2 for Alison Palmer. Yeah, they're just different. If you try to get that in a precious metal, where it would lie like that, that would be really hard to do. Definitely. They're really cool. 2 for Lottie, please. Anyone else? 233MY, £4. 1 for Karen B. Did we find out who Karen B was? Lisa asked us, Karen B, could you direct message in or email us in and just confirm which Karen you are? We've played Guess the Karen, but Lisa said that maybe you'd get in touch if you didn't get an invoice. So 233MY for £4. Ooh, says Gemma. 1 for Jane. Raining lots here today. Hope the weather is better at our end. Yes, it's lovely. It's actually really perfect weather. It's just warm, isn't it? There's no sun. You don't burn. It's just nice and warm. You're not hot. You're not cold. You're just nice. That's what China's like. It's just nice. There's nothing horrible, is there?
Nothing, not at all.
Not found anything horrible at all. So we're just having a lovely time. Nice weather, nice people, nice food, nice gemstones, nice customers, nice sales. We're having a nice time. It's all good. Nothing negative to say. A 232 for Vicky Rawls and a 233 for Vicky Rawls, please. And a 233 for Gemma Crow. Am I on to the findings now? Yeah. Oh, the little right. Oh. Now, I'm not very good at selling findings. I'm just going to warn you now. We're actually going to start with some mother of pearl. So let's start there. So I do apologize that I'm not set up, and I have to get set up. We don't really sell findings. That's why we're not set up. But I have to get myself in an organized manner. I'm not set up for selling findings. You need to see them really close up, and that's quite tricky with my setup. But I'm going to do my absolute best to make it work. We've chosen the sterling silver findings for you today, but as I said earlier, I find it quite difficult to choose findings. I find it very overwhelming. There's so many options, thousands and thousands and thousands of findings, and they all seem quite personal. So they were saying that charms were very popular, that the little feather charms were popular, and some of the lightweight charms. But I've bought charms for us before, but obviously you have to like feathers and so I had asked, and I put out on social media that if you would please like to give us a list of generic findings that you would like us to supply for you, then let us know, because we can put them into tomorrow's show. We've had loads of interaction, haven't we? We've had loads of some things we know we can do, some things we can't. Ideally a photo, so I can just show them the photo, because it's very difficult to communicate in China because there's hardly any English. So if I have to try and describe a shape, I'm going to have to draw it. So if you can help out there, that would be great. Thank you very much. So please bear with me, because it's not my strong point displaying findings. They're very, very little. But I'm going to start with some mother of pearl, because we've got a finding for these that we found along the way. So these are little mother of pearls flowers. Look at those carved flowers. They are, let me just get the card, 8 millimeters. So they're 8 millimeters each. They are smooth on the back. Sorry, let's turn them over so you can see them a bit closer, bring them a bit closer. And then they are carved on the front. Very nice. You could put a little bead in there and make them into something rather fancy, couldn't you? Loving those. So you get 6 pieces in your pack. 2, 4, 6, and the code for these ones is 234LP, and they are £7.50 for 6 pieces of mother of pearl flowers. £7.50, 234LP. But we are bringing you a finding that goes with them. So you can bid on those. You need to bid on those if you wish to purchase them, and you can do whatever you like with them. But actually, when we were in the shop, the lady said, you want this finding? All the findings are sterling silver. My dealer's notice is in the pack with the stickers. Yeah. Please, sure. If you don't mind, Emily. I'll come to the codes in a minute. So this is the finding that she recommended. I've got some tweezers. That's why the tweezers were about, so you don't have to look at my manky nails. So there you are. This is the flower. And then she was absolutely right. If you pop the little flower on top, you also have room to pop a little bead on. How cute is that? So cute. So you can buy the mother of pearl beads there. Thank you very much. I'm just going to show you my dealer's notice, because we are selling precious metal, so it's a legal requirement in the UK to show this, which is your dealer's notice. So these are sterling silver. So you're going to get 6 pieces of the flowers, 234LP, £7.50. I've got one for Holly Darko, one for Lottie, one for Carol Wilson. Is Karen Burrows? Yay! Thank you, Karen. That's what we guessed, and we were saying we had a whole conversation about you today. So rude to send you an invoice, and I said I didn't see a message back. I did ask, but I didn't see a message back. And you can also buy the findings, the earrings findings here, and these are, you're going to get 6 pieces. I've only got 2 to show you, but you are going to get 6 pieces in your pack. 236VW for £9.50 for 6 pieces of the little finding there. They are like a little bead cap. Somebody said it's like a bead cap. Yes. 234, Christine Jamal, please. Is that an earring post? That is an earring post. Yes, Candy, it is. A 234 for Casey Scott. And then 236 is your code for 6 pieces of the earring finding. So 3 pairs, really. 236s, I've got Lottie, Carol Wilson, and Casey Scott, Jane Ledyard, 2 for Vicky Rawls, 1 for Christine Jamal, and then we've got another shape of flower and mother of pearl. I'll just pop them in here so that you can see them there. These ones are slightly spikier. I've got Wendy Garrett, please, for 236. So these are upside down, these ones. Very pretty, very pretty. Almost 3-dimensional. Deb's Aghast for 236, please. Now, I'm not sure these fit quite as well. You might be able to manipulate these. They do fit on there because they're also around about 8 millimeters. How many cups of tea have you had? Not enough. Oh, no, we drank about 5 pots of tea in the restaurant today. We drank about 5 pots of tea. But the coffee, it's the coffee, Carl. Oh, there's a coffee place that's amazing. And then we got a Starbucks today. That wasn't so nice. I wasn't so keen on Starbucks. Lucking Coffee. That was nice, wasn't it? But the one across the road, that's the best one. I don't know what that one's called. I think it must be an independent one.
I think it is the one on the corner.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, the coffee is amazing, but I think that might be why I didn't sleep last night. So we cut down. I just had one today, one because we had 3 yesterday. And we got for a Starbucks, we got some little tiny charms, didn't we? A little gift from Starbucks. And yesterday we got it was branded as Vogue, an anniversary for Vogue. I don't know. Coffee obviously has a whole different meaning here. Yeah. It's very different. So. Look, so that anyway. Right. So sorry, it's totally distracting me with the thought of coffee. Emily finds it very funny that I've suddenly got totally addicted to coffee, and I'm like coffee. So yeah, these are 10 mother of pearl flowers that you get in this pack. 2, 4, 6. Is it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? I've forgotten to write it on. And these ones are 235 WS for £9.50 for the 10 flowers. I'm not sure they fit as well on the finding, but they do fit. I'm sure you could manipulate them, but the finding certainly fits the rounded ones much, much better. So this one is 235 WS, and you get 10 little flowers there, so you can make 5 pairs of earrings or whatever you're going to make with them. I'm quite intrigued to see what you make with them. 235 WS. I do have some head pins coming up in sterling silver shortly as well. Right, that's 236 and that is 235. I've got 235 for Tara Porter. They're £9.50, and then we've done the 236s, which is your sterling silver earring posts. 235 for Carol Wilson, 1 for Christine Jamal. Oh, I've got to put them back in the packets. That was it. So everybody knows what's what. It's the trouble with the little things, isn't it? We don't want to lose them. And once we've gone, somebody has to know what it was we were doing. So, and I don't think they watch. So here we go. Right. I'll just pop those there a second. Right, keeping going with the findings then. Let me take these out of here and these out of here. And then you can have my little tray to work on. These are, we were asked for bolt rings. So this is a pack of 5 pieces of 6mm bolt rings that open. Because apparently there's a little bit of difficulty with them opening. Now I've tested them all and they do open. But I can see what you mean, that sometimes they catch. So this is, I've got it quite close. This is your 6mm bolt ring, and it's got a jump ring attached to it at the top like so. I hope you can see them all properly. You get 5 pieces in the pack. Then it just opens like that. It's just a typical bolt ring. and 5 pieces in your pack. The code for this one is 237LJ. They are £5.50 for 5 pieces. And that is your sterling silver bolt ring with the little jump ring at the top. 237LJ. I hope I got that one right, because I was thinking, well, you can't just buy the bolt ring without the jump ring on the top, because how would you attach it to anything? So I felt I'd done the right thing there. I've got one for Lottie. I don't know how much they cost anywhere else. I'm afraid we didn't have chance. The price of silver is too changeable for us to sit and try and work it out. But I do trust that we got the best price from this supplier, and this is their speciality. One for Tara Porter. So 5 bolt rings in a pack there. Emily's yet to photograph all these as well.
I'm not looking forward to it.
No, it's not the sort of thing we normally photograph, so we're a bit out of our depth. Right, I think you'll be all right, because you're good at photographing little things. That one's done. This one is next. I think, no, it's not. That was 237. This is 238. Ah, this one was a bit me going off on my own. This is a box clasp, I think. Let me just try and hold on to it at the end there. Right, so it's a little box clasp that I just thought was quite cute. A 237 for Sharon Kenny, thank you. You just squeeze the back and pull, and out comes, she says. It has got a little bit for you to squeeze it properly. Oh my gosh, how fiddly is this? Out comes the pin. There you are. So, and then you pop it back in under camera like that. 237 for Karen, please. And that is your box clasp. But I quite like the shape. It's like a little kidney. That was very cute. So that one is 238UW, 7x4mm, £6.50 for your little sterling silver box clasp. So maybe you just want something nobody else has got, because I don't think that you're going to find that all over the UK. That one is 238UW, £6.50. Right, 239. Oh, we like this one. So this one, the lady was like, you definitely want this one. So this is a 3-part set. I couldn't remember what these were called. I did ask Fleur, but she didn't message me back with the answer. I think they were called clams or something. 238 for Sandra Hollingshead. Thank you, Sandra. I'm going to show it to you. I've got it on a picture of how this works. So just a second. If my magic system works, I think it's this one. Not looking good, is it? No. Load image file. No, there was an issue with your file. Oh, here it is. Oh, no, that's not it. That's the other one. Hold that thought. Let's remove this one a minute. Remove from studio. Let's try the other one. Just 1 second. I got one, though. I'm excited about that. Right, okay. Was it this one? This is it. No? Is that it? No, that's not it, is it? Yes, it might be. Yes, it is that one. Right. I couldn't get the video to work though. Right, so now I'm going to take it away. So what you're looking at is the hook there and the two parts at the end. I'm pointing at them with my tweezers, but that's not helpful at all. So I'm going to remove that. I'm going to make you bigger again. Right. Got a nice knotted string. Thank you, Alison. Everybody's trying to help me. It's a crimp cover, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm really sorry. A clamshell. That's what I thought, because Fleur did teach me. I just can't remember because it was a few years ago. And I thought it was a clam. So I'll bring it up to the camera so that you can have a look. So you get 2 of these endy dudes. So it looks like a little ball, and then I think you put your threads or the end of your cord in there and you squeeze it, don't you? That's what you do. And then you've got the ring here, which you can attach to maybe this end and on the other end. So you've got another one of those to go on the other end of the piece of jewelry. This one then just hooks on And you've got this beautiful clasp. I think that's lovely. You use it with crimps or crimps. Oh, lovely. They're called clamshells. Thank you very much, everybody. Right. So I hope I've got it all right. 239ZF. You get the set. You get 2 of the beads and then 1 hook in the set. And they are £6.50. Best of luck then, Wendy. 239, £6.50. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, Wendy. And then they go over knots. That one was on a cord, I think. I just thought that it's very clever. 239ZF. So you get 1 hook and the 2 little balls to be able to do that. Over a silk knot. Oh, lovely. Right. So because we have to describe them in the... So what do I need to call them? I need to call them crimps. So we need to change their name to crimps, please, Emily. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. Now, the next one is the picture that just came up, the one that I said, hold that thought. Helen Gray has bought one. Thank you, Helen. It's like not just me, just buying stuff, hoping I've got it right. So these are figure of 8 clasps, and we really like these. So you can, there's 3, they're called crimp covers. Tara said, okay, crimp covers, thank you. 239 for Karen, excellent. They're crimp covers and a hook clasp, Jane said. That sounds like a really good description. Yeah. You can work in our description section. So these are figure of 8 clasps, and you're going to get all 3 different sizes in your pack. I'm going to bring that picture up again if I can. Just one sec. I've got to kick that one out and put a new one in. Image. Was it this one? No, because I can't see the image when I press the button. It's the other one. Let's do this one. They are infinities. Look, aren't they great? I love those. I thought that's brilliant. So one of them is a connector, and then the other 2 are without the connectors. So let's put this, let's remove that. Okay, and move from studio and then put you like this. So you're going to get 3, one of each of those designs, and that is 240EC, £22.50 for all 3 pieces. £22.50. The code is 240EC. Right, we're getting there. I feel we're getting a bit better. Trial and error all the way. And these are all at today's silver prices, because she said that she can't promise to do them at the same price another day. It's like, well, that's not going to work for us. So fingers crossed the metal prices don't become ridiculous over the course of the weekend. This one I know because we've sold these before, but not ones that look like this. This is a pinch bail. Yay. So you put your gemstone in between the little metal bar, and you squeeze it, and this one is adorned with CZs, and there you have a pinch bail. If you pass me that bag at the bottom there, Emily, we might have something I can put it onto, and it's so easy, even I can do it, and I know what it's called and how it works. So that's how simple. Just under the table there, please. And this one is, I've got a 240 for Lorraine Drever. Thank you, Lorraine. 241EH. This is £9.50. Let's have a look. I did test it on the 30mm donuts. That will do. That's perfect. Thank you. And it does fit on the donuts, but it's hard to get the chain on, but it will fit on the pendants that you might have purchased yesterday, which is the moss agate. Thank you. Pear-shaped pendants. It'll fit on all of those. It'll fit on your moss agate discs that look like this. These are in tomorrow's live. But you can see that you just put it in, and then you squeeze it, line it up with the hole on the other side, of course. And there you have a very simple but beautiful bail. Love it, with CZs. It's fancy. So we like that. Really, really, really easy. Anything that we sold you really that's got a top drill where you can just pop it into the top. £9.50 a bail, and it's going to transform the look of your jewellery. 241. I've got 1 for Lottie, 3 for Tara Porter, 2 for Deb Zagas, and one for Sandra Hollingshead. It is really lovely. It's got all the CZs and it's got a slight curve to it. Very beautiful, I think. I think the ones that we've done while we were in India, we've sold loads and loads of these. One for Candy Barnes. I've been plain ones, so this was a fancier one, but the only one that they had. So 2 for Nisha Kana, and that is your pinch bail, sterling silver pinch bail, £9.50. And the beautiful gemstone that you're seeing here will be in tomorrow's live. Next one, that was 2 for 1. 2 for 2 are spacer beads. Clamshell crimp covers, lovely finish for knotted necklaces. Thank you, Gemma. Right, these are the Stardust Spacer Rondelles. I thought I've seen these obviously in round spacer beads, very popular. I quite like the rondelles. They look like little donuts and they're very sparkly. 2 for 1 for Bridget Dwal, please. 1 for Lorraine Drever. 3 for Susan Flockhart. So these are very, very sparkly and great spacers in your jewelry. Let's show you there. I'll just try and get my hand behind it. Yeah, pretty and spacey and sparkly and spacey. Why not? So you're going to get, they're 5x3 millimeters. You get 10 in your pack, and they are £12.50 a pack. And they are sterling silver rondelle spacers. So the code is 242RT for the Stardust spacers, 5x3, 10-piece pack of spacers. I think the silver price is good considering the price of silver. Thank you very much, Sandra. Thank you. 2 for 2, 1 for Tara Porter. They are nice and sparkly. They're not coming across as sparkly as they are in real life on the camera, but they are nicer. But I'm sure you've all seen Stardust spacers before because they normally come in rounds, don't they? 1 for Lottie. So that's those. And then we've also got a plain, so the same size, but without the Stardust. So plain 5x3 millimeter spacers, silver spacers, rondelles. A 2 for 2 for Hannah, please. I find the rondelles sit better than a round. Oh, thank you, Sandra. So I went for the right thing there. Again, you get 10 pieces in the pack. And the code for this one is 243CT. So these are just your regular shinies. Nice and shiny instead of that matte sparkly finish. 243CT for £12.50 for 10 pieces. I've got a 242 for Deb's Gas. 243, I've got 2 for Lottie. 1 for Tara Porter. And that's it so far. I've got 3 large rondelles here. They're 8x3 millimeters in the shiny. The lady recommended these, and I've put 3 in a pack there. I think with your let's put them next to, just put them next to an 8 millimeter, sort of sandwich them. Let's sandwich them on a beautiful, beautiful amethyst bead. Like that. Oh, it's like this. And then I suppose that would make the bead look amazing. Maybe you need a slightly bigger bead. 243 for Lorraine Drever, please. 3 pieces of this one are just £9. 244II. And that is £9. 244II, 8x3 millimeter sterling silver rondelles that you can use as spacers. And then the last one, Emily liked this. You liked the shop, didn't you?
I did like the shop.
Yeah, you liked the finding shop. Emily said, "Oh, I like that one," and I was like, "No, this one scares the life out of me." I'm good with the gemstones. Right, so these are head pins, and they are sterling silver head pins. Here you go, with a flat end like this. and they are 20 millimeters, and you get 10 pieces for £8. 10 of the head pins, sterling silver head pins for £8. Oh, well, they're really hard to hold. In my gemstone tweezers, as if they wasn't designed to hold tiny head pins. There you are, 10 head pins for £8. I don't know if it's a good price. I really hope it is. And that is 245 LV for your 20 millimeter head pins. That was for something, wasn't it? We were trying to make that little bead cap, but she forgot to give us the bead cap.
Yeah, that was
so that, and they fit perfectly for that. They're quite nice with the little flats, though. They would also fit your mother of pearl from earlier on, your spiky mother of pearls. Where have you gone, little mother of pearls? Not that one. They fit that one. Let's have a look. No, nobody's snapping up my head pins. I can't get that right. Like that, wouldn't they? So if you could then wire those, twist it onto something. Clever, very effective, like a little mirror inside. Anyway, 245 LV for £8. Maybe I didn't get that one right. But anyway, thank you for sticking with me there. We will try again. We'll try again tomorrow. If we can take our requests in and find what you guys are looking for, then we'll try and bring you a few more findings in tomorrow night's live. But for tonight, guys, that's it. We're done. You've finished. We have got 245 for Holly Darko. Thank you, Holly. We're done. I'll put these away in a minute. We're done with the gemstone beads. We've played everything that we put into the live. All the items will now go into the pop-up shop, and they should be live by tomorrow afternoon. Fingers crossed. We will be back with you for our final show tomorrow night at 6 p.m. So please tell everybody. Make sure you join us. We're going to get all sorts in there. So of course, more beads, more making gemstones. Hopefully, some more sterling silver findings, but also your crystals, your collectibles. We were looking at specimens today. We're going to try and get as much good stuff, gemmy goodness, into there as possible. That is our final show. We fly back on Friday. So thank you for everybody's ideas on the sterling silver. Thank you, Judith. Thank you, Tony. And thank you very much to Emily yet again for doing another, I don't know how long day, very long day. Let's not count. Yes, brilliant. We need ear guards. No, ear wires and wire guards. If you just send me a picture, please, that would be really helpful. Thank you. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. If you're a new customer, please make sure you direct message us with your email address. That's really important. Everyone else, your emails will be with you over the next 24 hours. Keep shopping that pop-up shop. Thank you for your support, everyone. Have a lovely evening. See you later. Bye.